First we take the induction boxer cowl that we did in a previous issue. I think it was in issue 77. Then we take the transmission cover. There, if you notice, there's a little hole there and there's a pin there, and that locates like that. What I have noticed is if you line this side up, there is a gap on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on there just to stick it down on that part, and then I'm just going to stick it on one side. When that goes off, then we can realign or align the other side. So if I just do that, glue it together, and then I can just run a little bit of glue on the inside and then get that aligned correctly. Just going to run a little bit of glue where that pin is and get a cocktail stick. I'm just going to glue one side first, so I'm just going to do this side. So I'm going to locate that pin into the hole and make sure I just butt it up right tight to the back. Like that. And then I'm going to align this edge. Just hold it for a few seconds for the adhesive to go off. Do the same for the other side. You can see the gap. That's done as well. So it looks pretty good. But I have noticed when this is fitted on the rest of it, I will have to probably heat it up slightly because I think it is slightly warped, but we'll find out when we actually fit it on. Right, I've got this just to show you what I meant. When you fit this on, it fits fine at the rear there, but as you can see, there's quite a big gap on the edges. I know this needs to be changed, and they changed the design. In one of the issues you get a new one of these, so this has to be in a couple of issues time. This will need to be removed, and I'll build the other one and then fit it on. But for the sake of this, you can see it fits there and it fits here, but when you look at it, there's quite a big gap on the side that needs to go down there, and the same on the other side. So I'm going to probably have to heat these up slightly just to put them on into shape, because these have been stored for many years. I don't know if they've just flattened out slightly, or if they were originally like that, and you know, because you want to be able to take this off to see that, so I don't want to glue it in place, so I need the shape to be there. So, but or there is something else that needs to be fitted in. I'm not, but I don't think it is. So I believe it hooks like that, and then that will hook down into there. But it is sort of staying there, but I think I need to heat it slightly just to so it maintains its shape. And then you can see from this part, then when this is on, these then screw in. There's a screw hole there, and the screw goes through there and holds these into position like that. Right, I'm not going to assemble these mini wings, but they go, there's 2 pins there and 2 holes. That will go there like that, that, and then this plate then will glue on the end like that. The reason why I'm not going to glue them together yet is that they need to go onto this. So they go, there's a slot there, and you can see that there's a raised bit, so they go in like that. So I'm not gonna do this yet because I may need to reform this, and while I do that, these will probably get damaged. So once I've done that, then I will glue these on one on either side, and then glue that on there, and this then will glue to there, and with the 2 pins holding it together. So I'm going to keep that until we shape this section. Next, we're going to assemble the cockpit side protector. There. This is just to protect that, so I'm just going to cut this off. Then if you notice, there's a little recess in the back here, and that is for a little seat pad to go on. So there's the pad. Just scrape the bit of paint off there, just with a back of a blade. Just going to put a spot of adhesive on that, and then stick that into position. Right, that is the end of this issue. I've glued that pad onto this protector. We're just going to put this to the side until we need it. Also in this issue, we need to fit these decals to the front suspension arms. I'm going to leave that to a later date as well, until I actually get all the front end on, and then I'll do that near enough at the end.